My name is Suzanne Frank, and my birthday, well, I am 39, going on 71. I was very hesitant in doing this because I guess I was in denial of this is the downside. I guess life is just like a mountain, and you go up the mountain, and then you reach a plateau where you're retired and things like that, and it's wonderful. But then all of a sudden you start sliding down, and this is a realization of that process. And so I really hemmed and hawed about doing this. I really didn't want to do it, and then I decided, well, I have to, I was born in Cornwall, Ontario, and Canada. Just figured Canada wasn't big enough, for me and my ex. So I grabbed everything, and I had this old car, this old Ford, and I had a box on the top of it with all my stuff, and I drove all the way from Canada to here, and all alone. And I remember coming down on highways, and they would say, when I got to Florida, panther crossing, and it scared me because I thought, I've seen films of Africa, and I thought these would be big panthers that would jump on the car, and I didn't know. And then I found out what panthers were. They were so small and they're more afraid of you than you are of them. But anyway, I made it to here, to Florida, and this was my dream. This was my freedom, and I was going to make it no matter what. I had made a choice that I didn't want to die. I wanted to live, and this is where I started living. And clay, I am part of clay. We all come from the earth, and I am part of that. And it's just so. It was my psychologist, it was my doctor, it was everything. Once you get immersed in that, and it's like a drug. And I do everything from children to nudes. I love to do nudes. I think the body is so beautiful that I just love doing nudes, and I do animals and things like that. But in North Carolina, there was a very Bible Belt, and I remember bringing a couple of pieces at this store, and they wanted them, and so they had them there. And the church people came in and said, look, if those stay up there, and there were two girls, and they're well cladded. I mean, you couldn't see anything but the shapes. And the church people, if this stays here, we're not coming back. So guess who lost? I did. And it's not vulgar, it's just beautiful. I mean, you go to Rome, and it's just, it's all nudes, and men, women, it doesn't matter, and all kinds of positions and things like that. And some of them are really gross, but yet we admire this. But here it just doesn't go over very well. And one thing that I do like doing is I call them spirits, and they're the silhouette of a woman, but the clothes is flowing all over the place, and it has a hood on, and an empty hood. There's no face or no nothing in this hood. And the idea for that came from when I saw the war in Iraq, and I saw the women. They would be walking alongside, and all you saw was this flow of black clothes and black not headpieces, they had hoods on too, and all kinds of things on their face so that you couldn't see them at all. And I just felt, my God, there isn't a woman in there. There's nothing in there, just the shape walking. And the first spirit I made was one like that. And then, of course, the artistic side of me started flaring up the skirt and making them all kinds of ways. But my spirits are still what I love doing, and people are really intrigued by it. I organize, it's called Field of Dreams, And when I talked to you a while ago about the spirits that I did in the Iraq War, during that time, I wanted to do something to honor the soldiers that died there. And there was 3,400 soldiers that died in Iraq, and it just was so heavy, you know, to take that. And so I organized at a Unitarian church. I organized the people there, and they're all older people there. There's no young people there. So I had people, you know, in their 75, 80, and they're out there working, and we cut poles. The poles were about 5 feet tall, and I had people cutting poles, other people cutting ribbons, and the ribbons were red, white, and blue. And so then we found the names of everybody that died. Then we would put the name on the pole that everybody, all the soldiers that had died, and then we would go out and we planted them all across the lawn. We had 3,400 poles standing out there with every name on the poles and with the banners flying. It was really something, and everybody was really taken aback, and they were empowered by doing this. And then we had a ceremony about it, and when I spoke during the ceremony, I had the 21 gun salute and all this, and when I spoke at the ceremony, I told everybody that was there to go into the fields of the poles and to grab onto one of the poles and remember the name of the person that pole set. And so they all did, and you know, up till today, and this is years ago, up to today, I still have people coming up and telling me, I still remember the name of that soldier. So it just felt as if the soldier is still remembered, and I mean, what else can we do? There's not much else we can do about that. It's the strangest thing, you know. I remember the devastating part of my life in my 30s, and then after that I blinked and I was 40, then I blinked again and I was 50, and then from 50 I blinked again and I was 70, and here I am. And you know, when I was young like you and things like that, I would look at old people and I thought they were like that all their life. I never thought of them as being young and crazy and foolish, and I never thought of that. I didn't give them time, you know. And now when I look at old people, I know that they were young before. And there's nothing in life that should bring you down to the level of the ground, because you have a choice, either to get up and go or stay there. And I chose to get up, you know. It's not easy, believe me, it's not easy. But everybody can do it, you know. If I can do it, everybody can do it.